Okay, so we're back again to start doing this as technology run. Just got myself a nice cup of tea, and I should be able to run all the way through this, hopefully. But considering how shocking I've been at some of these runs, it might take me a good few hours. But I don't know, because that is quite an annoying one. But I've got quite a good supply of stuff. If I need it, I can spend some karma, but I'll try and finish this run without spending any karma. See what the phone booth has to say. Dead drop, you find a package with telltale markings on it. As Technology, this is an open request for research data from As Technologies. Juhal District Branch, the Aussies conduct their research in secret. They use their money and power to obscure the truth. We will uncover their secrets, we will share them with the world. We will level the playing field between As Technology and its competitors. The timely delivery of this information will be well rewarded. Okay, so we've got an optional quest to get project data for people. Oh, that's not nice. Your comlink buzzes as a series of clicks. Communication is established. A moment later, Paul Amsel begins. Alright, Richard, the Az Technology complex is just in front of you. Okay. You note the heavy security posted at the front door. Those are Az Technology employees. They're dangerous, to be sure. You could probably take them out without too much difficulty. Unfortunately, the Aussies have also contracted Knight Errant to protect the facility. They're the ones we need to worry about. Just to reiterate, you want to keep a low profile on this run. Get in, out as quickly and quietly as possible. Knight Errant keeps a high response team on site, and you don't want to tangle with them. Trust me on that. If you need to go loud, give it everything you've got. You're going to be reducing that building to a smouldering crater anyway, but I highly recommend stealth over a frontal assault. Thanks for the heads up. No problem. If I were you, I'd begin trying to find an alternative path into the building, something out of sight. Once the facility calls for help, you're going to be on the tight timetable. Okay, so there's going to be there's probably going to be a side entrance somewhere. Cheap corporate art. So what's down here then? This probably leads to Soycaf shop. Looks closed. Oh, there's a hatch. Okay, so let's have a wander down here first. Human and a dwarf, both in their early 20s, stand huddled in the courtyard. They don't seem to notice your approach. She's been gone a long time, Mira. I'm getting worried, aren't you? She's my girlfriend, Heinrich. Of course I'm worried, but she can handle herself. On the streets, yeah, but against the Aussies, I just don't know. She'll be okay. Brave words, but her tone tells a different story. It's plain as day that she's worried sick. Oh man, I don't know what to do, Mira. And I still say that meeting the Aussies was a bad idea. What else were you supposed to do? That compound of theirs is lit up like a goddamn Christmas tree. They've got more power than they know what to do with. We need that juice, Herma. Our solar collectors are garbage. If we can't keep the lights on after a few days of cloud cover, how do you think we're going to survive the winter? I know, Mira, I know. But couldn't we have just bought a second-hand panels? They can't be that expensive. We could have, sure, before Danny spent our last handful of million on those forged cards. She straightens up, puts on a brave face. You'll be fine. She'll be back in any second now, just you wait. So that looks like the way they've gone in. Which definitely might be a way to go. Because this way there's a locked door, LGT worker. Yeah, let's go in through the sewers, I think, if we can. which we probably won't be able to. We'll probably fail this. I don't think I've ever done this run at all in my life. Somebody spent a fair amount of money on this utility hatch, and it seems to be plastered with anti-tampering warnings to prove it. Take a closer look. A courteous inspection shows you that the hatch has been maglocked, a fairly sophisticated model from the looks of it. Short of using an authorised keycard, there's no way of you getting past this thing. She looks up at you, her expression guarded. Yeah, what do you need? Couldn't help overhearing you two going up against AS technology. Could the two of you use some help? It sounds like your friend's gotten herself into trouble. You're Tony Sharp. We'll be fine. What we don't need is a stranger butting into our business, so just go away, alright, and have a nice day. Mirror, look at him. That's a professional. He can help us. He takes a step towards you with his arms wide. Please, man, we do need your help. She just doesn't want to admit it. You two are in over your head. If it's that bad for the Aussies, it's good for me. I'll help you out. Oh, thank God. And thank you too. He turns to the mirror. Give him the spare key card that Danny bought. He's going to fix this for us. You can see the mistrust in her eyes, but after a moment's hesitation, she begins to fish around in her bag. Finally, she produces a thick plastic key card. She hands it to you. This will get you into the utility tunnel. Danny went down there about half an hour ago. She said she'd be back in 10 minutes. Find her for us, okay? Please bring her back safe. Insert the keycard. Indicator light on the maglock changes from red to green. There's an audible thud, and the hatch pops open, revealing a ladder leading down to the tunnels. As technology utility tunnel. Inspect this control panel. The lock appears to have been short-circuited. In an instant, you size up the scene playing out in front of you. A young elf dressed in the same shabby chic clothes that the calf kids wear. Danny cornered with no place to run. A pair of AS technology security drones closing in to kill her. The drones are low grade, but they're armed, and Danny's hands are empty. She's in trouble, and she knows it. Further, the futility of her situation is written all over her face. An instant later, the drone sensors alert them to your presence, and they spin in unison to face you. Intruders detected, weapons detected, lethal force authorized. Danny's eyes widen, and she hits the deck. The panic spills out of her in a scream. Look out. Well, that went well. Danny looks you up and down. When she's finished sizing you up, she puts her hand on her hips and smiles. Thanks for the rescue. It takes a pair to bring a weapon into Aussie territory. Everyone knows that. They shoot first if you're packing. I wouldn't have risked it. Life in the shadows is all about taking risks. Yeah, well, life running a soy calf shop is little more than my speed. Not that there aren't risks, there is always a chance that some drunk will break in your windows or gang will try to shake you down for protection. Those things I can handle, but this... Anyway, yeah, I admit, I got in over my head, but only a little bit. Those drones wouldn't have shot me, I wasn't armed, but I wasn't looking forward to spending the next week in an Aussie interrogation cell. I've heard the stories. They're true, love. He shakes his head at her. Words to the wise, if you're fool enough to try something like this again, carry a gun. Better to be shot than to let them take you. I'll take your word for it. I'm not planning on making a habit of this. She slaps side of the power conduit with a smile, and I shouldn't need to. The tap's all hooked up and ready. Impressive. Hundred wasn't convinced that you could pull this off. Yeah, well, it's amazing what you can teach yourself to do when your livelihood depends on it. Blitz leans in to suspect work. Yeah, it looks like a pretty solid connection. Nice soldering job on those contacts there. I'd say that you're good to go. He straightens, casts a glance back to you. You know, Chief, we could use this setup to our advantage. It wouldn't be hard for me to manufacture a power spike from here. We could overload the Azzy's power grid without disabling generators. Safety overrides, it wouldn't cause any permanent damage, but the confusion might give us an opening to get into the building. Your call, of course. Just thought I should bring this up. Whoa, hold up. If you do that, they'll trace it as technology will find the power tap, and they'll come down on us. I can't chance getting caught in there. The stakes are too high. We can make it worth your while. No, you can't. There's nothing you could give us that would make up for what you're talking about doing. So please just drop it, okay? You're right. Nobody needs that kind of heat. I'll find another way in. She breathes off a sigh of relief. Thanks. You know, some people say that Shadowrunners are ruthless criminals, guns for hire. Just out for money. It's good to see that it's not always the case. I'm going to bail on out of here. I've been stuck in this tunnel too long already. And like I said, the others are worried. But if there's anything that you can do, just come by. We'll be welcome at our place for life. So I can still overload the power grid if I wish to. I should hopefully be able to get in the side door. Otherwise it's going to be a frontal assault, which is going to be... Danny looks up to you with a smile. There he is, our hero. Thank you so much. Thanks for bringing it back to us. Yeah, thanks. And thank you for helping to keep the Azzies off our trails. If Danny had been captured, it would have been bad. She reaches up, grabs Danny's hand, clutching it tight. Worse than bad, babe. A lot worse. And she looks down at Mira and smiles, squeezing her hand tight. Anyway, thanks again for the rescue. We all owe you a lot. If there's anything that any of us can do for you, just let us know. Let's check the side door. If not, we've always got the emergency blow the thing. This LTG tech's coveralls are smeared with sweat and grime. A scowl is plastered across her face. She takes a quick glance at you and then turns back to her work. Unless you're here to help me fix this panel, you better stay the hell out of here, otherwise I'll call security and get them to drag you out. Have Blitz take a look. Quickly, Blitz shows her the problem. 2 mismatched connections. Hey, yeah, you're right. She looks up at you and the scowl has disappeared from her face. She doesn't look happy either. Look, I really appreciate the help, but I have to do this myself. I'm already way behind and the corporation's going to have my ass if I don't get this done before lunch. You know, if you're that far behind, we could help you catch up on the other work. Leave me to work on the panel, there'll be no trouble. A confused scowl crosses her face. I don't even know you, buddy. What name would I leave you alone with the panel that I'm responsible for? When did access as technology ever do anything for you aside from working you half to death? Let me take care of the panel. You can clock out early. I'll even spread a little spending money your way. You make a compelling argument. Her job has been a load of dreck since they canned my assistant. Screw it. Panel is yours. I'm off to the pub. The lock on the casing has been broken and exposed cabling is split. Have your decker override the controls for the loading dock door. Okay, so we're in the side door. Right, let's go to a new location. Awesome. Bloodline. The glittering halls of the Technology Facility stand in sharp contrast to the Megacorp's unsavory reputation. Everything here screams money. From the mirror polish on the floors to the obsidian inlays in the walls, the generators of the Bloodline project lie somewhere beneath your feet. Nice work. There have been no alerts thus far. Hopefully you continue to avoid detection as you make your way through the building. If an alert goes off, I'll get you an ETA on their reinforcements, but hopefully that won't come to that. I've marked the elevator on your PDA. I'll start making my way there if I were you. The most efficient path to reach your objective. Best of luck. Okay, so we've got... Let's jack in here, shall we? Confirm. Let's start with lowering the straight lower elevator controls, so we'll move there. Oh, hello. Start with an erosion, and if we pop out the attacky guy, and then we blast him with that so he can't move, and then blast the guy there. Missed. That one's dead at least. And he can blast this one hopefully. No, he's missed. And then he's hit, so that's 2 down, so just hit this constantly now. Erosion. Well, it hit, that's a good thing. Switch to this guy. Blast. Missed. Blast. Oh! It's dead anyway, so... let's go unlock the elevator controls and the secure door controls. And then we'll unlock the security cameras as well. With the program. And then we'll leave. That has gone rather smoothly. So let's check out secure door 2. Terminal. Activate the terminal. Terminal springs to life. Quick scan of its contents reveals little of value, but you do find a message that catches your attention. From Minor Fatemi J to Lang Katal. Katja. Or Katja, yeah. I've got some pretty grave concerns about the new project. I don't know what they're doing downstairs, not exactly. Anyway, but I'm pretty thoroughly creeped out by some of the inventory requests that we've been coming up to my desk recently. When we decided to sign with on with As Technology, we talked this over. We knew the company's reputation, but I said that we could handle whatever came my way, but this, I don't know, Kajat. This last order crosses the line. What would the research team with a bulk order of gags, restraints, and 500 litres of hydrochloric acid? Uh-oh. I've got to run. Just got the message over the comm. Looks like the Central wants to see me about something. I'll catch you back at your apartment later tonight. Let's talk this over. Or a little bottle of wine. I know I could use it. Something tells me she never got to enjoy that glass of wine. Right, so we've got... Okay, so we got... Oh, we got movement around. Let's go in the door. Let's in door 4. Let's check out this terminal. Abiel Decker hack the terminal and scan its contents. Okay, so... So let's work out the patrol route of this guy. So when he's in this blind spot, where does he go? So he goes back round. So once he's here, I need to run all the way across to door 1 and get in there. And then, so I've got a blind spot here. So then from there to there. So I think that's probably the front door, isn't it? Right, go. Go, go, go. Have your team dress up in the uniforms. Graham and your teammates struggle into the uniforms. A few minutes of cursing and a couple of popped rivets later, the job is done. You take a moment to examine your team, and then a nod in satisfaction. You look like a row of authentic knight errant security officers. Well, that's handy. I'm not much for sneaking around, but if we're doing it, we might as well go all the way. Good find, boss. So that should mean that I'm fully safe to just run around now. Listen, Lolly Guard, I didn't hear anything about KE assets being deployed in this sector. Why are you here? Yeah, I was just transferred from HQ. They've got me walking the perimeter to Melissa. Well, enjoy the walk and get used to it. I'll have you walking the perimeter for the next few months at least. A worried-looking man in an expensive suit is pacing back and forth in his room. He locks eyes with you. He looks surprised to see you, but not alarmed. Oh, hi. Don't usually see knight-errant personnel wandering around this part of the building. What's up? Just making rounds. They've doubled the patrols tonight. He looks relieved. Alright. Well, I won't keep you. It makes me feel safer knowing that you guys are around, just doing my job. Cool. So that went rather well. Your stomach lurches slightly as the elevator plummets downwards into the bowels of the AS Technology facility. A faint but ominous presence. Thumbing sound raises the hair on the back of your neck. The deeper you go, the more certain you become this place is vibrating with power, both from generators and the form of something else. Oh, it's a good cup of tea. Come on. Load the next part. Well done, Richard. I'm not seeing any comm chatter to indicate the Knight Errant is aware of your presence. I've located a new exit point for you. A security door conveniently located near the generators. I will mark it on your location of your PDA. Keep up the good work. I'll contact you if anything changes. Door slides open with a hiss, revealing a surprised-looking young woman in AS Technology security uniform. She steps towards you with her weapon drawn. Stop, who are you? She half raises her rifle. Identify yourself. Calm down. My name is Mueller. She sounds suspicious, on edge. Let me see some ID. what you're saying is true. Why haven't we heard anything over the comms? Beats the hell out of me. I suggest that you ask Central about it. This isn't protocol. The entire story is... Look, I'd love to chat, but you should really get moving. I've seen Central come down on people for insubordination, so we can either use that or we can use security. Let's do the security one. Alright, we're going. Thanks for the heads up. Okay, so let's make sure... Keep moving, Richard, we're almost there. When you reach the control panel for the generators, the password is xylitol. This should allow you to disengage the safety overrides and set the destruct. Okay. Just make sure we check everywhere before we... I'm guessing this is what we need. Right, so let's do exactly the same thing. Let's lower the rate straight away. So we've got the lab blast door over here, which we can get on the way out. Okay, so let's erode that. Right, let's dump out the attacker. Let's try and destroy that one. Fire the attacker's tar ability. Then fire blaster ability. And then fire over there. And you fire over there as well. Heal up. Hit that with erosion. Then try and hit it with your normal attack. And your normal attack. Missed. You hit that with a normal attack. So that one's dead. Then that one missed. Okay, so then you hit those two with tar again. And then you hit them with blaster. And then one normal attack and one normal attack. And if not, run this way. You want to hit him if you can. No, hit him. So I need to kill them before I can actually leave to the next part of the map. Bit annoying, but that's how it goes. Let's do healing and let's lower the thing again. Actually hit him, come on, thank you. Go through the right side. Let's on this thing down here. So it can get the blast doors for me when I need it to. 50% chance, 50% chance, 50% chance. Oh, come on. Oh. You can open the blast doors for me. Then you can head back. I'll probably head you through this side and see what you see. Ow. Missed. Missed. Finally hit him. Let's heal some damage. I didn't want to move. Oh well, it's dead next turn anyway. The target can't move, that's probably not the best. Because this is going to take an absolute beating now. Move forward. Grab that. Data contains all sort of records of data pertaining to day-to-day operations. Scan the node for pay data. Courtesy of explosion of the data store turns up nothing of value. There are hundreds of log files, the majority of which contain spending and logistic reports. Walk away. Nothing of value in that side, which means probably all the value is this side. Let's heal up. Oh, I didn't mean to go 2, I meant to only go 1. Let's get the camera feeds as well. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any other ways around here, so we should be done here now. So we can go through the blast door. Halt, this is a restricted area. I just got word from Central, our comms have been compromised and all authorizations are being threat stacked. My orders are to proceed to the primary defense point and await further instructions. He holds out his hand. I need to see your ID and then you know how Omega clearance works. So hand it over now. I'm not handing you anything until you show me your ID. His eyes widen and narrow to slits. You think that this is some sort of game? Hand me your ID or I will shoot you. You do that and you'll spend the rest of your short life wishing that you hadn't. My uncle runs this facility. He stands bolt upright. Dr. Herzensen is your uncle? I had no ideas. Please carry on, sir. Biometric scanner. Maglock with a voice print recognition system has been fixed to the door. According to Amstel, Frimolo has already logged your voice print into the system. Open up, security access granted, so we're in. Door slides open, revealing a group of figures wearing green coats. The nearest of the figures looks from his work and stares. Stare seems to bore into you. Who are you? And why are you here? His voice is slow and soft, with a slight Aslantian accent. Answer me now. We're your new security detail sent us down here to familiarise ourselves with a lab. He pauses for a moment. Well, you certainly look the part, and more security is always welcome. We understand, of course, I can't have you. I can't take your word for it. Of course you can't. Why don't you come a little closer and I'll show you my ID? Oh, no need. He smiles graciously. I know a better way of determining the truth. Single slow motion, he pulls a knife from his belt and draws it along his forearm. The blade leaves a strip of red blood. Allow him to finish. You stand impassively as the blood mage completes his chant. As the last syllable escapes his lip, binding pain ignites behind your eyes. Slowly, horrible twisting sensation begins to build in your guts. And the blood mage smile widens. Your tongue starts to feel strangely thick, and to your horror it begins moving on its own accord, crawling, probing, straining against the roof of your mouth, struggling for its release. Okay. So whatever happens, I'm going to get absolutely slaughtered here. So I've got no defense against that apart from giving in and speaking the truth. You unclench your jaw and the words begin to spill out. They come out in a torrent of flood. You can tell him about the job, about everything, about Amstel, Monica, Green Winters and everything. Well, it's very enlightening. Thank you for your cooperation. I'll be sure tastefully to memorize that in my report. Well, I'm in the shit here. Maybe I should spend one more point on body. Because I think I'm pretty much dead here. Before we go into full combat mode. Yeah, I think I might be dead here. Yeah, so we're getting the response team coming in 18 turns. I think this is over. Don't think there's a way of me surviving this. Ow. Yep. You died. Yes. Yes, I did. Sheet! I didn't realise it was going to be that much of a pain. I think spending 6 points into body so that I can resist the pain of giving myself away would definitely be worth it.